Okay, today is April the 9th, 2019, and right now at 9:10 p.m. we have a temperature of 57 degrees here in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 38%. The dew point is 32 degrees, and the barometer is on the rise right now. We're at 29.89. In the last hour, it's jumped from 29.87 to 29.89. So we'll explain what's happening here. Looking here at the Western US water vapor loop, we have a low pressure system right over Nevada dropping down to the south. And starting at about 3 o'clock today here in the Los Angeles area, we started to see sporadic strong wind. And what's happening here is we have a satellite transmitter manipulating the vortex of this weather system as this drops down towards central and southern California. If we look here at the quickly here at the Doppler map, we can see zero rain pretty much in the entire state. We see a little bit of a precipitation here near Nevada and up near Salt Lake City in Utah, and further out to the northeast over Wyoming. As that system spools up, we can see all this precipitation, all these water vapor laden clouds around this vortex here on the northeast side of this vortex, but nothing down here in California. So we've got transmitter manipulation right there on top of this developing weather system. This is low pressure spinning counterclockwise, and we have clockwise descending air being forced adjacent to this vortex, on top of this vortex, and adjacent to it. We can see the jet stream right here being evaporated. We have a big bow in the jet stream from this satellite transmitter manipulation, and that's evaporating all the moisture in the jet stream. We can see that right here where the tip of the pen is as we advance through the 7.5 hour loop. We can see that evaporation pattern. This is an atmospheric river of water, and it's being manipulated and re-steered by this installed area of high pressure right here. This is a satellite transmitter, and they are preventing the rain. The weather controllers are preventing needed rain here in the Southern California area. So we've got another opportunity for rain being stopped. And also out here we can see a blockade being engineered right there. Let's take a look at this in the infrared map. We can see the effect of that. This is effectively re-steering. There's a big storm out here. Take a look right here. This is a 953 millibar storm system. And this installed area, this blockade right there, is steering this system back up to the north. We've got a blockade right through here. That's been installed right there. And we've got high pressure just due north of these Hawaiian Islands. This is being installed right here. And that's going to re-steer all this moisture here. This is also part of the jet stream. Let's go ahead and look at that jet stream map right now. We can see the jet stream pattern here out of the West Pacific. Let's get the right over here out of the West Pacific. The jet stream is flowing around this storm system. And then we have partial jet stream flow right into central and southern California. And so we should be having rain. As I say, the last 4 or 5 days, we should have been having rain. If we look at the pattern, and getting back to the big map here, we can see that, of course, we've had a lot of spraying, a lot of aerosol chemtrail spraying all the last 4 or 5 days straight as this tropical pattern right here flows right into California. We've had a lot of heavy spraying, and we should have been having a lot of rain. But the weather controllers have turned the spigot off. And what's very interesting about this is that the Valencia orange trees are budding right now. It's a little bit early. Last year they started blooming at the third week of April. This year they're blooming right now, and this is the third year in a row now where we're having high winds right in the at the crucial budding flowering season of these orange trees. Now, if you look up orange juice futures on a search engine, you'll learn about how orange juice prices are manipulated. That's a commodity. Orange juice is a commodity, And so it's very interesting that this is now the third year in a row where we've had strong winds the week of the budding orange trees. So this is no coincidence. What's happening here should not be happening. This is a man-made area of high pressure that's been installed, and it's causing wind. We've got clockwise descending air as a result of this satellite transmitter manipulation. That's clockwise rotation here and counterclockwise rotation here. And so the pressure gradient from this high pressure and this low pressure causes a wind pattern to flow south. And that's what we're seeing. We have winds out of the north today. In fact, earlier around 3 p.m., we noticed that the winds were blowing they were blowing north, and then they came out of the north west, and then out of the northeast. So we had a lot of manipulation going on. The wind was actually blowing in several different directions at different times as this system here was being manipulated. So once again, we should be having rain in Nevada and in California. We can see the jet stream here being rerouted and evaporated by this transmitter manipulation right here. And this is not carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has nothing to do with anything related to weather. The people on television, these stooges on television, are lying to their viewers about the causes of any climate change. What's actually going on here is covert climate control. We're seeing very obvious signs of climate control right here, and over here we have a blockade, which is just look at here. This is jet stream flow out of the West Pacific, just running right into high pressure and evaporating. So we can see this area turning south as it moves into this high pressure area. Everything's going to want to spin clockwise, which is what's happening here. This is flowing down towards the islands, and everything is evaporating right here. And of course, this is another reason why we never see these maps on television. So I repeat the same things, but it's worth repeating because we have a very, very corrupt media in this country, which needs to be taken out. We almost had a coup d'etat. Our president was almost removed under false pretenses. Here's the Doppler map. Look at this. There's no rain. I think I've shown this already. Once again, I don't care what political party you're with. None of this can stand. The people behind what's going on with our weather and what's going on with other things need to be dealt with severely. Here's the surface analysis map. We can see the 968 millibar storm out here in the Central Pacific. This is being pushed north. We've got high pressure depicted right here, but this is not really totally accurate. We have high pressure right between, actually over in this area, and that's steering this system up, and as well as the cold front. All the moisture is being evaporated. Over here we have a gale indicated right offshore of California. See the swell report right here. We have 17 and 16 foot swells up and down the Southern California and Central California area. Let's take a look at the MODIS Today map for today, and we can see the manipulation occurring over right here is Las Vegas right here. This is where that low pressure system is spinning counterclockwise. We can see the satellite transmitter manipulation. The result of that is all this these rising clouds, the rising air and the clouds as a result of the rising air are all being pushed out to the east. Very strong winds. We can see that pattern here. So everything is just moving out away to the east, and of course the wind from the high pressure over here, the descending air is also forcing air this way. So we had very strong winds. We can see the weather moving in is basically stopped right about here. And once again, we have very strong winds right about the time that the Valencia orange trees are starting to bud. This is the third year in a row now we've had this happen. And this is a crucial time. Those buds hang on. If there's any kind of extended dry conditions and low and high winds, we will see those buds fall off. All right, so that's the report. Just a quick update here showing the situation. We should be having rain, and should have been having rain the last several days with this tropical flow pattern. We can see that bow in the jet stream, evaporation pattern, and of course the manipulation right here. There's no rain showing up here on the Doppler map. We can blow this up and show the bigger scene. We can see the entire map. Most of the precipitation is happening up here in South Dakota, Wyoming, and Utah. Okay, so that's the update for now, and we'll try to get another update here real soon. That's it.